Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Carrie and today I'm going to be showing you how to do this romantic smoky date night look. I'm actually wearing this for my boyfriend and my 2nd year anniversary, which is coming up in a couple days, and I'm really excited because he's really awesome and I'm just really happy to be with him. But anyway, I thought I would do a tutorial on the look that I'm planning to wear, so this is it. And if you want to find out how I got to this, keep on watching. Okay, so let's get started on this romantic date night look. So again, I'm doing this for my 2-year anniversary with my boyfriend because he's super cool. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my face with the Benefit POREfessional primer. This just smooths out the skin a little bit because I got some noticeable pores. Oh, and obviously I've already done my brows. I'm planning to do a tutorial on brows at some point later, but I figure if you're watching this, you probably know how to do your own brows. And I didn't want to go that in depth today. So while that is setting in, I'm going to do my eyeshadow. I always prime my eyes with concealer and a powder, so I'm going to do the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Chantilly. I'm just going to pop that on my lid. Take a beauty blender and blend that out. And then I'm just going to set that with my Rimmel setting powder. So now that my eyes are all primed and ready to go, I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to be doing like a smoky kind of look today. The first color that I'm going to take as my transition shade is going to be Buon Fresco. So you just take a little bit of that transition shade and tap it off. And then just go into the crease. I'm so excited. I love this palette. And this is like my favorite kind of look to do with it. With the same brush, I'm going to take Love Letter, which is this nice pink-ish shade, pink, purple, red, I don't know. And I'm just going to put that lower in my crease. So now that I have both of those shades in my lid, I'm going to take a clean blending brush and I'm just going to blend those two together. And now I'm going to take a flat kind of brush like this, and I'm going to take Venetian Red and Red Ochre together. And then I'm just going to pop this on the outer part of my lid. So right here. So now I'm going to take that same blending brush. Actually, I'm going to take the one that has a little bit of pink purple left on it, and I'm just going to blend out the edge. And now I'm going to take this tiny little brush right here, and I'm going to go into Cypress Umber. And I'm going to put that on the little like V on the outside of the eye. So right here. And then I'm going to blend that out. Okay, so now that that is starting to blend out a little bit more, I'm going to put a shimmer shade in the inner part of my lid. So I'm going to take Vermeer and Primavera together. So I like mixing these two together because Vermeer is like a little bit too white and Vermeer is just a little bit too gold, and I kind of like it like in between. So that's going to go in the inner part of my lid. Okay, and then I'm just gonna blend out the edge in the middle. So I'm gonna take, let's see, I'm gonna take this blending brush and just go back and forth a little bit. Okay guys, and that's it for the top part of my lids. So we'll come back later and finish the eyes, but I'm gonna start doing my foundation now. So when I do my foundation, I like to put my hair up Otherwise, it kind of gets everywhere. Oh, can't get my hair up. Okay. So I'm gonna take the L'Oreal 24 Hour Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the shade 101 Classic Ivory. So let's take a little bit on the hand, and then I'm just gonna dot it on my face using my finger. So I always like to do my eyes before my face because oftentimes it gets like messy right here, and I like to clean it up with concealer. I also like to have my primer kind of like set into my face before I do my foundation, and I like that it gives it time to do that while I'm doing my eyeshadow. That's pretty neat. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and blend all that out. And then if you have any other extra spots that you need to do and you have leftover foundation, you can always just go in with a little bit of that and build up the coverage. So now that that's all blended out, I'm gonna take a makeup wipe and wipe that off my hand so I don't make a mess. Okay, and now I'm gonna take my concealer again and we're gonna conceal my under eyes. So I like to just dot it underneath and then swipe up on the edge and clean up the edge of my eyeshadow. Dot, dot, dot. Swipe. And then I'm gonna go down here a little bit. And then up my nose, up here. And right here. So again, I'm gonna blend that out with my beauty blender. So now that that is all blended out, I'm gonna take a setting brush and set my concealer with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Okay, so now that I have the powder on my face, I don't like to leave it on very long, so I'm just gonna wipe it off right now. And then I just buff any extra that I have on my brush, like, into the rest of my skin. Okay, and now I'm gonna finish my under eye, so I'm gonna go back and take this brush right here, and I'm gonna take Buon Fresco from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm just gonna put it underneath my eye, kind of connect it to the outside. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this tiny brush and I'm gonna go in with Venetian Red, and I'm gonna put that right on my lash line and connect that out. Okay, and my eyeshadow is done. So now I'm gonna finish my eyes off camera. So I'm gonna do liner, mascara, and lashes, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now that my lashes are all done, I'm gonna go ahead and start contouring. Contouring. Okay, so I'm gonna take the Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette, and I'm going to take the lightest shade because I'm very pale. I'm just gonna tap that off. And I'm just gonna go in underneath my cheekbones, so right here. Okay, and then I'm gonna go on my forehead, and then underneath my jawline. Make sure you go up behind the ear so you don't just have like a line where it stops, because that would look silly. Okay, and now I'm gonna contour my nose, so I like to use an eyeshadow brush for this. Okay, so now that my nose looks a little bit insane, I'm gonna blend it out. Okay, and now I'm gonna warm up my face with a little bit of bronzer. I'm gonna take the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer in the shade medium, actually. So I'm just taking this Real Techniques brush, loading it up, and then swiping it onto my cheeks. And then I'm gonna go pretty far down on my forehead. And now I'm gonna take my blush. So this is the Sephora Colorful Blush in the shade Lovesick number 22. It's kind of a like pinky purple shade, so I think it'll match my eyeshadow pretty well. I'm gonna add some to the apples of my cheeks. Okay, so now I'm all blushed out, and I'm gonna blend this all together so it's not so like harsh. Okay, and now I'm gonna take my highlighter. So this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector pressed highlighter in the shade Moonstone. And then I learned this from Nikki Tutorials. I like to put it like right in between my eyes on my nose. Okay, so now that I'm all highlighted, we have one thing left, and that's lipstick. So I'm gonna take the Kylie liquid lipstick in the shade Bougie, and I'm gonna take a lip brush and line my lips. Okay, and now that my lips are like crazy looking, I'm going to take the actual liquid lipstick and fill in my lips. Okay, so now that I'm done with my lips, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Okay, so that is it for this look today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you want, you can leave me a comment down below and let me know what you'd like to see next. Okay, goodbye guys.